Alright everyone, so welcome na naman sa ating daily charting session. My apologies, it's been a busy morning so medyo mas late tayo ng konti nag-upload ng video today, no? Sa mga hindi nakakaalam what we do here, we look at either yung mga trending names and we get that based on sa listahan na rini-release ng Instagrams araw-araw, no? Usually you find that list on the right hand side of your screen. Or we take chart requests. For the past couple of days, medyo dumami yung chart request natin, no? So for today, I'll be focusing primarily on chart requests just so I can get through the list a bit faster. Okay, kasi kung hindi, medyo matitenga and by the time I get to them, baka hindi na relevant yung sinasabi ko, no? Baka biglang pumitik or something. So let's just go through these and then hopefully in a day or two, I can catch up. Then we can do more trending names once again. Alright? So let's start with MWIDE. So MWIDE, we discussed this before, no? And nothing has really changed from yung previous na discussion natin. It's still ranging dito. So essentially, kung ano yung dito, nag-range siya before, ngayon tumagal na, nag-range siya tayo dito. So unless something changes, mahirap masabi na dapat ganito or dapat ganyan. So obviously, if you're bullish MWIDE, you want to see a break above 6.5 para mag-open up yung range na possibly from 6.5 papuntang 7.5 na area. As long as we stay beneath 6.5, we're playing between mga 5.9 to 6.5 more or less, no? Kapag nabasag naman yung 5.9, then that opens us up to further downside dito sa specific issue na to. Further downside meaning we break that, we get 5.35 next, and if we break that again, 4.54. Okay? But for now, honestly, it's still consolidating. Not much can be said, and honestly, not much should be said. Kasi trying to anticipate something habang, kumbaga parang gusto natin magdesisyon, pero yung price mismo, yung chart mismo, hindi pa decided. So, medyo mahirap, no? Mahirap magsalita pag ganito. I don't like hedging hanggat kaya, but talagang wala eh. It's just moving sideways and that's all that can be said about it for now. We can just anticipate what we can do if it breaks to the downside or if it breaks to the upside. Okay? If ang habol nyo is mag-range trade, then good luck, no? Honestly, not my favorite thing to do pag ganito yung itsura, lalo na you're on an obvious downtrend. So baka lang mas mahirap unless it sets up really perfectly based sa kung anumang system ang ginagamit nyo or discipline na sinusunod nyo. Alright? Next, let's take a look at MAC. So yung MAC, so interesting. So tinanong to sa akin yesterday lang. So we were here, no, on this candle. So we actually broke out of this area of minor, let me zoom in, of this area of minor consolidation here. Diba? I wouldn't really proclaim na breakout na to. Nataon tumuloy today, pero this specific candle here, itong candle na to, wouldn't be quote-unquote a breakout candle. And today, we did break up and out of this small range only to target yung high end ng range na to. So, we're still stuck kung nasaan man to before. So, parang pwede natin siya i-consider na, okay, nag-range tayo dito, we overshot sa baba, formed, carved out a low, broke back up, now we're back within this range. Okay? It's hard to say what's gonna happen tomorrow, mainly because we tried to test itong area na to and resistance held. So there's the possibility na mag-hold yung resistance and then from there, either we can flag down, parang ganyan, magka-flag tayo pababa. Then let's see if this area can hold yung 4.5 and then from there, if it breaks out again, baka yun na yung chance na tutuloy, then maybe we can get in with better risk-reward. Kasi right now, hahabol dito, okay, ang stop mo will still be here. Medyo may kalayuan, no? Mga 20% yata to kung di ako nagkakamali. Or maybe even a little bit more. So, it's not something that I would be very eager to chase, okay? Because the risk-reward would be horrid. Horrid in the sense na kasi, ayan na eh, nasa resistance ka na eh, diba? So, it's not really the best place na maghabol. Now, kung kunwari, sabihin natin bukas, it breaks out of this area, tapos maybe we start consolidating here, then that opens up the possibility na ito na yung range na paglalaroan natin moving forward. 4.9 to 5.31, depending on how it happens, that might actually yield better risk reward for you as compared sa risk reward ng current structure. Okay? So, that's one. Two, that's a second possible scenario. One is yun nga, parang magko-form tayo ng, magka-flag, magko-form ng inverted head and shoulders. Then maybe we can use that as a base to possibly push higher. The other one is we consolidate at the highs. Then we open up this new range to trade in. Okay? What we don't want to see happen is mag-collapse lang to all together. Mag-test beneath 4.54, hindi mag-hold, then we just break down, retest 4.15. Pag ganon, then it's gonna be much harder, no? Parang mas mahirap na yung recovery. Kasi as is, yes, it's looking bullish, but yun nga, we just need to be careful what happens. So parang ganito, pwede siya mag-consolidate ng ganyan. 'Di ba? Parang ganon din, we carved out a low, broke out of the range, consolidate sandali, 'di ba? Diyan din tayo nauntog sa resistance na yan, then broke out. So that's what we're looking for. Something similar to this to happen here. All right? Moving on, let's take a look at MM. So, as I said, lahat to requested chart so far, no? Hindi ko na kailangan pagdiinan lahat, as in lahat requested chart. Okay. So MM, hindi ko pa ginalaw yung levels ko because I wanted to do it with you guys para sama-sama tayo, no? First things first, this gets moved up. Okay, I think by now, this is a solid resistance level na dapat ng pansinin. Or kahit lagay natin banda rito, so it touches more points of interest, no? And then this one, you can actually bring down to here. Okay? Bakit there? Bakit hindi here? Kasi isipin nyo na let's say price broke beneath this, super bearish na ba kayo? Hindi pa rin, di ba? Mas magiging bearish kayo kung mabasag siya dito. So, I would rather put my level there kasi mas indicative siya of a key area. Alright? Now, if you are bullish MM, what you want to see is for this to actually carve out as a potential higher low. Meaning, ito yung first mo, so may high, may low, maybe ito yung higher high, then you're waiting to see if it'll carve out a higher low somewhere there. Maybe it does something like that, carves out a higher low, naging mas malaki lang yung itsura, no? Mas malaki lang yung hump, carves out a higher low, then we can push higher from there, break this area, then again, we can target tong open na gap na pinag-usapan na natin before. 'Di ba? Kasi before, we were discussing na if ma-break natin yun nga, tumuloy siya from yung previous area of resistance, then we can target this. Unfortunately, nauntog, tas bumaba na, no? And right now, if you're looking at it sa smaller picture, meaning pwede mo sabihin na, meron akong high, low, lower high, baka mag-form na ng lower low. But again, in the bigger picture, pwede pa naman. Alright? So, it's up to you kung paano mo siya gustong i-approach. Pero nasan ko lang siya from multiple angles. Okay? A break below 3.5, I think is medyo detrimental na talaga, no? We might go back down to this range, balik hanggang 3 pesos. Then from there, we can reassess together what happens then. A break above 4.3, again, 4.2, 4.3, I think we retarget tong open gap from above, maybe beyond, maybe reaching 4.9 pa. Okay, but until then, it's in no man's land. Let's try to wait and see kung ano nga ba yung magka-carve out, anong structure yung magpo-form, so we can make a more informed decision and we can have a more detailed discussion kung ano yung mga pwede, ano yung hindi. Alright, so guys, before we continue, paalala ko lang ulit, if you like this video, if you like what we do, if you find it helpful, educational, or even mildly entertaining, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. It's one of the few ways for me to determine kung talaga nga bang nakakatulong yung ginagawa nating to. Kasi yun naman yung point. Gusto kong magturo, pero syempre gusto ko rin na nakakatulong ako sa inyo sa ginagawa kong to. Okay? So, moving on, let's take a look at MWIDE. Oh, we did. Sorry. Ano ba yan? Let's take a look at Maxis. Sorry. Nalito ako sa sarili kong listahan. Alright. So, Maxis. What's been going on with Maxis? So, in the smaller picture, it was ranging here. Then price broke down or tried to. Nag-iiwan siya ng mga wicks. May konting rejection, no? Tapos, we're essentially holding on to the same area, to the same level of consolidation. Okay? Kung mapapansin nyo, meron din tayong trend line dito sa Maxis na pwedeng i-drawing. Okay? Very clean trend line. So, what I wanna see as a bullish reaction dito sa Maxis is for price to at least break the trend line. Okay, at least break above tong 6.7 while doing so. And then pullbacks, pwede na i-consider na, sige, baka may nagbabago na. Kasi essentially, you broke above this range. So baka may nagbabago na and we can use that as a base to push to 7.16. And if we can break that, next target would be somewhere here, 7.44 minor resistance or 8.32, which is the next major resistance above. No? What we don't want to see is for price to break below itong support na to, 5.85. I think if we break below that, what happens is magiging parang ganito, magkakonso tayo sandali. See if it holds. Kung mag-hold siya, yung parang ganyang may minor overshoots lang, then it could push back, retry, or retest this trend line. If it fails again, I think, yun nga, balik tayo sa range na to, sa baba, 5.2 to 5.85. Okay, honestly, right now, mahirap i-ascertain. Ang masasabi ko lang talaga for me, okay, and this is just for me, it's looking ranging pa. Okay? Looking ranging pa. Let's see what happens in the future. Again, don't forget lang na i-request ulit ito kung kunwari may nagbago kasi I can't really do a video of everything all the time, no? So, nag-request nito, if feeling mo may changes na nag-develop and you want us to track something, just go ahead and be sure to request this chart again para mabalik-balikan natin and mabantayan natin together. Alright? And then finally, let's check JFC. Okay, so JFC, medyo bitter ako kasi nung bumaba siya rito. I was actually kind of hoping to be able to pick it up dito sa white na area. So, obviously, hindi siya umabot doon, no? So, right now, ano bang ginagawa niya? Right now, it's forming some sort of parang ascending triangle here. Okay? So, parang nagko-compress yung price. So, if we can break to the upside, meaning break 208, that opens up the range again from 208 to 223.8. Then, obviously, if we break that, then we can start aiming for higher kung nasaan yung Jollibee before. Okay? But right now, wag natin pangunahan yung sarili natin. This is what we're watching for. Okay? Kapag ka bearish scenario naman, ang ayaw natin makita kung gusto natin tumaas to is ma-break natin tong 190. If ma-break natin yung 190, okay, we probably start trading within tong maliit na range na to, 182 to 190. Tapos dyan natin titingnan kung mag-hold nga ba, meaning ang range ba niya is itong buong to, okay? Or ito yung isang range, ito yung segmented. So titingnan natin kung nag-hold nga ba. Kung hindi mag-hold, then likely we come back to yung white area na sinasabi ko. Now, this white area is not as interesting as it was before. Kasi meron ng structure dito sa taas eh. Kumbaga, let's say na price did come here and price did bounce, yung untugan niya mas malapit na compared to before. Before, dito ka pa eh. Nung pababa, di ba? So, ito yung structure. Had it gone straight down here, then your resistance would have been here. Ngayon, ang baba na. So, it's not as interesting, but however, it's still an area of possible interest in the sense na I expect price to react if, I highly doubt it will, but if it gets there. Okay? So, yan tayo sa Jollibee, no? So, today was an interesting day. The index finally closed above 7,000. Okay? So, sa mga may hawak, sa mga nagtaasan yung mga hawak nila, congratulations sa inyong lahat, no? We'll discuss more on the index in tomorrow's weekly market overview. So, be sure to watch out for that video. Alright? So, guys, I hope na nakatulong to sa inyo. I hope na may natutunan kayo. If meron kayong mga chart requests or meron kayong mga tanong, please do post them in the comment section below. I do check everything, I read everything, and I try to respond to everything if at all possible. Okay? And as always, guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. Good luck and happy trading!